All right, No Filter MMA. This is your boy BJ back with another video short as we are trudging through the main card of UFC 238. Tuivasa gets defeated by Blagoff Ivanov. I don't know how to say his name. I've always sucked at saying his name. Ivanov defeats Tuivasa via 3-round decision. Now, in this fight, I just feel like, Tuivasa, I just feel like he's not very technical, which I have no problem with a fighter that's not technical. But it seems like Tuivasa doesn't employ his scrappy style well enough against a technical fighter. Like, Ivanov is very technical with his striking. His jab was, his left jab was absolutely perfect. That straight left was, get a little tired. That straight left was coming down the pipe and it was landing perfectly on Tuivasa. Now, he clipped Ty one time behind the ear and dropped him, and stunned him early in the fight, you know what I'm saying? And then what was really good, Ivanov was going for it. He was pressing him up against the cage. He was clinching him up, you know what I'm saying? And he was landing good exit shots. He was landing exit shots out of the clinch that was really messing up Tuivasa. Now, one thing that Tuivasa was doing that I thought was really, good for him, that was really surprising to me from someone who's very scrappy like him, is he was employing that leg kick. He was kicking the shit out of Ivanov's legs. So, and then he, turned it around in the second round and he rocked Ivanov. But the thing about Tuivasa is his accuracy is really not that good. Like, if he can throw with a little more accuracy and land some of those bombs that he throws, I feel like Tuivasa could really be a hell of a knockout artist in the heavyweight division. But it seems like he's just not very accurate with his punches. You know what I'm saying? Like, he doesn't have a really good jab. His jab, he doesn't throw his jab a lot. He doesn't throw a long jab. His jab isn't very long, so it's not very effective. So he wasn't really getting into the face of Ivanov. And Ivanov just kept, he just kept the jab and he just kept the jab and the straight right in Tuivasa's face. And I think that, really spoke numbers for him in this fight. And his time pressing Tuivasa up against the cage and going for submissions. I think that's really what swayed the judges in this fight. And also, the submission attempts were also something else that I think swayed the fight a little bit more. And Ivanov, like I said, he was good at avoiding the big power shots of Tuivasa. You know what I'm saying? He was that scrappy style. Ty wasn't really able to employ that scrappy style of fighting that he's used to doing. It. He'll just catch people. He'll catch somebody and knock him out. I think Ty should working on employing a jab. If Ty Tuivasa can employ a jab, I think he'd have a whole lot more success. Because in these last couple of fights, his jab is just non-existent. He's throwing a jab, but it's just not a good jab, and it's just not. I don't know, guys. I don't know what to say about Tuivasa, but it was a good fight. He's still a good fighter now. Don't get me wrong. Ty Tuivasa is still a good fighter, but as he fights better and better competition, he's got to evolve. He's got to step it up a little bit, or he's going to continue to lose fights. And the way that the UFC is cutting motherfuckers right now, Ty better get his shit together, bro. Anyways, great fight, though. Congratulations to Ivanov. That speaks a lot to have a win over Ty Tuivasa. Ty was undefeated coming into the UFC, had knockout, was knocking people out in the UFC. He was knocking them out. It is what it is. But anyway, this is your boy BJ back with another video short. Watching UFC 238. I'll try to get these uploaded as these fights go on, guys, but I like to watch the fights too. Anyways, guys, drop those comments in the comment section. Hit that like button, hit that dislike button, and if you have not already, subscribe.